Few rivalries in sports can match the intensity, history, and passion of the Chicago Bears versus Green Bay Packers. Spanning over a century, this storied feud isn't just about football, it's about pride, tradition, and a relentless battle for supremacy. With unforgettable moments, passionate fan bases, and iconic stadiums like Soldier Field and Lambeau Field, this rivalry has transcended generations. In this video, we will explore the remarkable saga of one of the greatest rivalries in all of sports. The video is going to be very interesting, so make sure you stick till the end. Now let's get started. The beginning of the rivalry. The Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers rivalry started on November 27, 1921, during the early days of the NFL. Back then, the Bears were known as the Chicago Staleys. In their first matchup, the Packers secured a victory, and that game laid the foundation for what would become one of the most storied rivalries in sports history. The NFL itself was a raw and rugged league in its infancy, and so was the game. Football wasn't polished or structured like it is today. It was gritty and personal. Each team played not just to win, but to prove their toughness. This mentality became the core of the Bears-Packers rivalry. The competition quickly became about more than just the scoreboard. George Halas, the Bears' founder and coach, was determined to make the Bears the league's most dominant team. On the other side was Curly Lambeau, the Packers' fiery leader, who wouldn't let his team be overshadowed. Their clashing visions created intense games that are still talked about today. The head-to-head record. Throughout the years, the Bears and Packers have faced off more than 200 times, making this the oldest rivalry in the NFL. Initially, the Bears had the upper hand, dominating the series well into the 20th century. By the 1980s, they had a comfortable lead. However, the tide began to shift in the 1990s, thanks in large part to Green Bay's legendary quarterbacks like Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. These two brought consistency and excellence to the Packers, slowly chipping away at Chicago's lead. As of now, the Packers lead the all-time series, which includes regular season and playoff matchups. What makes each game in this rivalry so special is how unpredictable it can be. It doesn't matter if one team is having a losing season or the other is Super Bowl bound. When the Bears and Packers play, it's always a high-stakes showdown. Key moments in history. This rivalry is packed with iconic moments that shaped the NFL. In 1985, the Bears had a legendary season, highlighted by a crushing 23-7 victory over the Packers on Monday Night Football. That season, Chicago's defense, known as the Monsters of the Midway, dominated the league, and beating Green Bay felt like a statement. Fast forward to 2013, when Aaron Rodgers returned from a collarbone injury to lead the Packers to an unforgettable win against the Bears in the final game of the season. His fourth-down touchdown pass to Randall Cobb clinched the NFC North title, breaking Chicago fans' hearts. Then there's the controversial and unforgettable 1986 game, where Packers defensive lineman Charles Martin delivered a late and dangerous hit on Bears quarterback Jim McMahon. That incident intensified the rivalry and added more fuel to the fire. The coaching legends. The rivalry owes much of its history to the legendary coaches who led these teams. George Halas, often referred to as Papa Bear, wasn't just the founder of the Chicago Bears. He was a pioneer of modern football. Halas was innovative, fiercely competitive, and deeply invested in his team's success. He made the Bears a powerhouse and ensured that the Packers were always seen as their biggest obstacle. On the Packers' side, Curly Lambeau was just as influential. He helped establish Green Bay as a football town and led the team to 6 NFL championships. Later, Vince Lombardi took the Packers to legendary status, winning 5 NFL championships, including the first 2 Super Bowls. The role of the fans. What's a rivalry without the fans? Bears and Packers fans are among the most passionate in sports. Green Bay's fans, famously known as cheeseheads, are known for braving freezing temperatures at Lambeau Field while proudly wearing foam cheese hats. On the other hand, Bears fans fill Soldier Field with navy and orange, creating an electric atmosphere no matter the weather. The trash talk between fans is legendary. Whether it's online debates, tailgate banter, or heated discussions in sports bars, Bears and Packers fans never miss a chance to take a jab at each other. However, underneath all the playful jabs, there's a deep sense of mutual respect. Star players who defined the rivalry. Over the decades, some of the greatest NFL players have stepped onto the field for these two teams. The Bears have legends like Walter Payton, one of the greatest running backs of all time. Payton's versatility and toughness made him a nightmare for opposing defenses. Other Chicago legends include linebacker Mike Singletary and safety Brian Urlacher, who embodied the Bears' defensive spirit. For the Packers, players like Bart Starr, Brett Favre, and Aaron Rodgers have defined eras of dominance. Favre's gunslinger mentality made him a thorn in Chicago's side for years, while Rodgers has built a reputation as the Bears' ultimate nemesis. Each of these players brought their own flair to the rivalry, creating unforgettable moments that fans still talk about. The stadiums, Soldier Field, and Lambeau Field. The settings for these epic battles are as iconic as the games themselves. Soldier Field in Chicago is one of the oldest stadiums in the NFL. Its unique design and roaring crowds create a tough environment for visiting teams. When the Bears play at Soldier Field, the atmosphere is electric. Then there's Lambeau Field, home of the Packers. Known as the Frozen Tundra, it's legendary for its cold weather games. Playing at Lambeau in the winter is a challenge for any team, and the history of the stadium adds to its mystique. These two stadiums are more than just venues. They're symbols of the history and tradition that make this rivalry so special. The rivalry during the Brett Favre era. When Brett Favre took over as the Packers quarterback in the early 1990s, he changed the dynamics of the rivalry. Favre's aggressive playstyle and larger-than-life personality turned Green Bay into a consistent contender. Under his leadership, the Packers often had the upper hand over the Bears, much to the frustration of Chicago fans. During this era, the Bears struggled to find stability at quarterback, which made it harder to keep up with Favre's explosive Packers. Despite their challenges, the Bears always played their hearts out against Green Bay, knowing how much these games meant to their fans. Favre's dominance over Chicago added another chapter to the rivalry, making it even more intense. Aaron Rodgers, the Bears' nemesis. If Brett Favre frustrated Bears fans, Aaron Rodgers has absolutely tormented them. Since becoming Green Bay's starting quarterback in 2008, Rodgers has put up jaw-dropping performances against Chicago. His incredible accuracy, poise under pressure, and knack for delivering in clutch moments have made him the ultimate villain in the eyes of Bears fans. One moment that stands out came in 2021 when Rodgers scored a touchdown and shouted to Bears fans, "I still own you." It was a bold declaration, but the stats back him up. Rodgers has dominated the rivalry, winning most of his matchups against Chicago. His ability to rise to the occasion has cemented his place as one of the greatest players in Packers history. The future of the rivalry. As both teams look ahead, the future of the rivalry is full of possibilities. The Bears have invested heavily in young talent, including quarterback Justin Fields, who has shown flashes of brilliance. Chicago fans hope Fields can finally give them the consistent quarterback play they've been missing. The Packers, meanwhile, are entering a new era without Aaron Rodgers. As they rebuild and develop new talent, Green Bay's focus will be on maintaining their competitive edge. No matter what changes happen, one thing is certain: the Bears-Packers rivalry will remain as intense as ever. The Bears-Packers rivalry is more than just football, it's a cultural phenomenon. With over a century of history, unforgettable moments, and passionate fans, it's a rivalry that captures the essence of the NFL. So, the next time these two teams face off, sit back, enjoy, and appreciate the magic of one of the greatest rivalries in sports. Hope you guys enjoyed our video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more videos. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.